Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're answering the tough questions like, how do you cook red snapper in a cast iron pan? And what kind of fish would you go to for an operation? That second one's easy, a sturgeon. This video is brought to you by Victoria Cast Iron and their signature series of cast iron pans. Today, we're gonna use their 10-inch skillet to cook some amazing red snapper. There's not a whole lot of prep involved in this, but you wanna get it done ahead of time because the cooking of the fish is gonna happen fast and you don't wanna be stopping to do other things. For this, we are gonna want parsley. So we're gonna pick some parsley leaves here. That should be enough. Now we're just gonna go ahead and chop this up into a fine little dice. Not too crazy. This is kind of a rustic dish, so you don't have to be super precise on any of this. We just wanna chop it up. I got 2 cloves of garlic here, and we are just gonna go ahead and crush these up. They are more for flavoring than for actual eating. And I got 2 lemons, which we're just gonna chop. Try to get the big seeds out. And then you're gonna wanna get yourself some capers, and we're gonna drain them. I don't usually find the need to rinse them. Just draining would be fine. Probably don't need the whole jar, so maybe half a jar. You're gonna also want some cold, unsalted butter cut into chunks. Keep this in the fridge though. For today's cook, we're gonna use their 10-inch skillet. This is a perfect size for doing 1 or 2 pieces of fish. It's gonna work out really well for us. It also has a pour spout, which will come in handy later. Take your pan and put it over high heat. We wanna get this thing pretty hot. Now is a good time to go get our fish. This is a really nice piece of red snapper. I've dried it off really well and it's been uncovered in my fridge for about an hour or so. Now, if you're going for a crispy skin preparation like I am, you really want bone dry skin. So this has just been kind of sitting there, and I'm even gonna give it another wipe with a paper towel just to get it as dry as I can. Now is a good time to season our fish. We're gonna keep this pretty simple. Gonna hit with some salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of dad dust. If you wanna know about dad dust, link in the description. It's granulated garlic and granulated onion with a pinch of MSG. Now you wanna use a quality cast iron pan like the Victoria Signature that's got really good non-stick properties to it. We'll give this a couple minutes just to really heat up. We want it really hot for step number 1. It's been a few minutes and the pan is starting to kind of smoke. It's pretty hot. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this skin side down and press it in there with some good pressure. We're doing this in the dry pan. This is gonna help with the initial crisping stage of the skin. We're gonna let that sit for about a minute. Now, with a little bit of help from a spatula, it should just come right up. As you can see, the skin is kind of flattened out a little bit. It's looking nice. We're gonna go ahead and just pop it over here. And now we're gonna add in a good amount of oil. You wanna make sure there's enough to kind of coat the bottom of the pan. I'm using avocado oil. Should heat up rather quickly. Take your fish, pop it in there. Like I said, this is gonna go quick. You can already see we are starting to get a white band forming around the edge of the fish. One of the nice things about the Victoria Signature pans is this pan is ripping hot, but I can still grab this handle. Now, if I did this right, our fish should not be very sticky. See? I can move the fish around, not sticking at all. You can also see my fish is laying nice and flat, making good contact with that skin. All right, after about just a minute, we are already starting to get some nice color on that skin. We're gonna turn it 45 degrees. Give it a good press down. And just continue to cook. Another little bit of time. Looking great. Turn it another 45. We're gonna go to a different spot on the pan. Continue to cook. We're already getting a white line about 1/3 of the way up the fish. So we're kind of getting close to where this is gonna be ready soon. Okay, we're gonna move it one more time, I think. This will be a little smoky, so be ready for that. Oh, this is getting really nice looking. think we are almost ready. Look at that. Beautiful looking skin. We're gonna turn the heat down to a medium. Now we go get our butter. We're gonna start adding in kind of like a cube at a time. I know, it's a lot of butter. I want our butter to melt. And then we wanna baste this fish with the butter to finish cooking it the rest of the way. At this point we can add in our garlic. That'll flavor this butter. Fish back over there. We are shooting for like 135, so it'll rest up to 145 Fahrenheit. We're almost there. Little more basting. Our butter's starting to brown, turn a little nutty. That's what we want. I'm gonna say that that is pretty much ready to go. We're gonna rest that fish while we finish our sauce. Cut the heat off completely. In with your capers. Lemon juice. A couple more knobs of cold butter. And we're gonna whisk this. And add a little bit of cold water. We're gonna add a little bit of that. One more knob of butter I think will do it. Splash more water. At this point we can turn the heat back on to like a low, medium, low. Let it come up to a simmer and reduce a little bit. Now is a good time to taste it for seasoning. Okay. You can use a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Look how beautiful and crispy our skin is. I think I'm gonna go in with the last bit of the lemon for brightness. Oh, that's good. And right here at the end, you go in with your parsley. Cut your heat off and let's plate. Using your convenient pour spout, take your lovely piece of fish, right down like that. And because you don't want to really ruin that crispy skin, just a tiny drizzle. Top it with your capers. And there you have crispy skin red snapper with a lemon caper sauce. Let's just go ahead and, oh, you hear that crisp? Perfectly cooked, flaky white fish. Nice and crispy. Get some of the sauce. Perfect. There is nothing like a crispy skin fish. And cooking it in the Victoria's Signature cast iron pan made it simple. Love it. If you'd like the recipe, it's gonna be on my website, dadgotthis.com. If you want more information on the Victoria's Signature cast iron pans, the link will be in the description. If you're enjoying this content, please do the likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. If you really want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. 24-hour early access to videos, behind the scenes. Sometimes you get members only cuts, shout outs, producer credits, all kinds of fun stuff. But if you can't, subscribing would be enough. With all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. Where do fish go when they need money? A loan shark. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook amazing fish dishes thanks to Victoria's Signature cast iron. But one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye. This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.